It looks like we're starting 2026 off with a bang with the brand new kits, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Everyday Gunpla. Today we're reviewing the QianHui Rectum 1x100 model kit. Now, this thing was just thrust upon me randomly a couple weeks ago. I saw it on AliExpress. I pre-ordered it. I was like, this kind of looks kind of cool. Maybe, you know, whatever. This brand new take on the classic Rectum blew my mind, guys. I mean, fresh out the box, you got 28 runners in this kit. 28 runners. All plastic, no metal pieces. Just a straight up build. You got probably some of the best water slides ever to come out of for Xeon. And I'm not even saying that to exaggerate, guys. When you see these water slides and these water decals on this kit later on in the video, you're going to be like, holy crap. So, let's talk about the box. The box is my favorite. I do like that they put the Rectum on the front of the box, but it's just a plastic, or excuse me, just a cardboard box with a print on it. Whatever, not that big of a deal. But this book, it's black and white, but so much detail from the finished kit on the front. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Yes, there's no color in the book. The quality of the book, though, perfect. It is graphic novel quality, magazine style. It's not flimsy. It doesn't feel like shit. It feels like they actually put some effort into the book. You go through, you have detailed graphics of the kits, what you're building. And they didn't forget to put a water slide decal book or page in the back of the book. Jesus, sorry, I'm a little bit excited right now. It also, I don't like the 2 blank pages in the back, whatever. Just put some art back there. But this book is quality. Tells you everything you need, tells you where you're going. Easy to follow. Again, these water slides. I didn't show them all right here. You're going to see them on the kit later. But guys, they have graphic outlined water slides. Now, that is anime quality water slides. Like, it looks like it was drawn on water slides. I love that. Don't get me wrong, I like the classic Xeon water slide decals. Cool. But to add in graphical comic book style water slides, that is awesome. That is, hey guys, we have a suggestion list for the water slides, but here's some cool other water slides that you may want to try out in this kit or some other kits. And they give you plenty. You don't run out. Trust me, you don't run out. Now, let's get into this build. The quality is really good. The plastic doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel oily. It's not shimmery. How they paint these is like almost how I paint model kits. Now, there are some basic, just, you know, matte colors, you know, like you see right here on the gun that I'm building right now. Not too bad. They do have gunmetal gray. They have gunmetal gray water, or excuse me, not water slides. Gunmetal gray plastic bits. Most of the time you have to paint gunmetal, and they just give it to you on one of the runners, which makes this, I don't even know if this is actually a rocket launcher. I think it's a beam cannon. I'm guessing it's a beam cannon, though it doesn't look like the traditional Dom rocket launcher, or excuse me, the Dom beam rifle. But it definitely is a beam rifle, beam cannon, whatever. It's beautiful. This thing, it's massive, first off. When you finish putting this thing together, it looks like a lightsaber hilt. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. When I was putting this thing together, and it was complete, I said, man, this looks like it could be a lightsaber hilt. It's so cool. As you can see right here, I mean, it's big right here. I mean, like right here, I can hold this in my hand. And almost, it's like a mini 22, man. The thing's sick. It's so cool. Like it's so much detail. It doesn't seem like detail because it's so bulky, but there is so much detail. There's a lot of color separation, a lot of fine lines, and a lot of like really good scribing on this thing. And it is the main weapon. It's one of 2 weapons. You only get the Dom beams, or not even the Dom heat sword or heat beam or whatever that thing's called, I forgot. And you have this thing, and it's only 2 weapons, which, you know, Doms really don't carry that much arsenal unless I believe it's the ground Dom. Ground Doms had a lot of arsenal, but this is based off of the space Dom, so you know, light arsenal. But this thing, like, they put a lot of thought into this. QianHui, they really surprised me, because usually for a debut model kit company, unless you're Fat Cat, which, I mean, they, you know, you guys know how I feel about Fat Cat. I love Fat Cat. Unless you are like them and like you're taking an upscale design already and you're just upscaling it from real grades from Bandai, sometimes third-party companies like this doing Universal Century kits, they kind of just like, their first ones are kind of just mediocre. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but from what I've seen, they're just kind of mediocre for their first time out. But QianHui, they went a whole different direction and said, you know what? We're going to give this thing a super crazy design. We're going to take a classic mobile suit that is well loved and super popular till this day, and we're going to put a new spin on it. And I feel like that's what people should be doing with these third-party companies and these knockoff companies. Yeah, you can like reproduce some Bandai kits and some Bandai suits and get some money, but it really takes some guts to go into the lab, sit at a computer, and just, you know, sitting at an etching board and sit with your homies and like, you know what, dude, let's take the DOM and let's put it and reimagine it. This is the DOM that we should have gotten in GQucks. And some of you might not like my hot take on that, but I really don't care. The three-leg Tauros or the three-leg Centaur bullshit that they put in GQucks, that was just lazy to me. They went and they redesigned the Gundam completely. They went and redesigned, you know, the Zaku's, the Jims. They redesigned all that, but they took the DOM and just gave him a third leg and said, here's your new design. No, they should have went and they should have done something like this, because this right here is peak Domdom. And I'm telling you guys, I love the DOM, but I love this kit even more. Now let's talk about this articulation. It's basically just like the Master 8 DOM. I don't know what's going on with at the legs and stuff. The arms move fine, you know, like they're tight, a little bit tight in the joints and stuff, but the arms are really good. You can move them up, you can move them back, you can move them out, you can stretch them, you can do dynamic poses with the arms, but the legs, just like on the Bandai Rictum, it's very limited movement. I mean, this is as far as you're going to get the knee up without without busting off the skirt, the front skirt, which, whatever, fine. Rictums aren't really meant to be superposed, but I kind of wish that these guys would have figured out better leg articulation. I mean, you got the feet and stuff move in every direction. The knees can bend up. I mean, I showed you guys over with the articulation at the beginning over there with the knees. The knees are actually capable of bending down to a 180 degree. But for some reason, when you put rictums together, the knees just become not movable. You know what I mean? Like, I had to actually glue that part right there, because of they're not, you know, there's no polycaps, so you pretty much have snap together everything. So I went and I just glued that piece together, because honestly, it's just a part of the arm, and the arm ball just comes off. So heads up, go glue those arm balls, guys. It'll save you a lot of issues later. But this is as far as the leg movement goes for their articulation, you know. It can kick up, it can hold its own weight, but at the end of the day, I just kind of wish there was more leg articulation. You know, if you put it on a stand, it's really not going to be able to do much. You know, like, you can move the arms and stuff around, you can move the torso, all that's movable, but it's just those legs. It's just a DOM thing, honestly. I built a couple of DOMs. The Master Grade I also built a couple of the high grades, and the legs were just like, nah, bro, we're just gonna stand here fixed in place, you know, have fun with our hip movement and all that stuff, which again isn't terrible, you know, like but I just kind of like wish, like, when people were building like they're making these DOMs, like because Char kicked someone with a DOM, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he liked it, his iconic kick. was, I believe, with a Dom. So it's like, if a Dom in the anime is capable of moving around like that and kicking a dude in the chest, why can't we get that type? I mean, like, yeah, I can kick something in the chest with this Dom. You guys saw me put the leg up and stuff, but why can't we just do that? Anyways, let's talk about, again, this design. Oh my God, guys. Do you like, this thing is incredible. And it's incredible. It's incredible on a scale of, like, it looks like a resin kit. It looks like someone just made this thing, like, as just like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna take the Dom and I'm gonna give all these scribe lines. I'm gonna give it all these cool crevices and this real sleek, slender design, and we're gonna make it a little bit taller, and you know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna make this thing just look pretty, you know. And that's what I'm about. I'm about flash. I'm about flair. I'm all about colors. And man, the colors that they use for this thing, yeah, they have the iconic Rictum purple, but the lighter red that they're using here, it's a more whitewashed red, man. And then the black, and then there's silver bits, like actual silver bits, and the gunmetal gray. And these guys just took the Rictum and went into the lab and was like, you know what, man, give me all the cool colors of the Rictum, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add in some dope colors as well. We're gonna add in stuff that's gonna make people go, wow, look at that thing. Like, what is that thing over there? Man, that thing's sick. You know what I'm saying? You want to take it down and put it, and like, you want to display it as a centerpiece in your Gunpla collection. I guarantee you people are gonna stare at this thing. You put it next to any perfect raid, people are gonna look at that Rictum first, just because of those poppy colors and its perfect color separation. It's just something that you want to stare at. You want to play with it. You want, like, man, this thing is really awesome. I really like this a lot. You know what I mean? And just when you're building, guys, just enjoy this. Enjoy looking at it. Every single piece you finish building, you're like, man, you sit and you admire it. And I think that's what QianHui has just knocked out of the park here. Not only is the build quality amazing, outside of some of the articulation not being amazing with the legs, they really paid attention to detail here. They really made a kit that folks are gonna think about in the future, I think. You know, I think this is gonna have one of those slow starts to how it starts building a reputation over time, because a lot of people, I don't think, will be able to separate the original Dom from this. But you guys, give it a chance. I didn't think it was going to be this good. It looked good in pictures, but when you finish building this thing and you're putting all these pieces together and you're snapping everything and the build's coming together, it's an experience. And I've gotten that maybe 6 times of like, oh my gosh, I just want to sit, like, this thing isn't even put together yet and I want to admire it. And I think that's what this hobby really encapsulates sometimes. You know, you go through, you build, and you like, oh man, this kit's cool. And then some of the kits, you're just like, man, this isn't what I expected it to be. And then you're like, I wonder what the next one's going to be. And then you're like, okay, this is cool too. And you get to the point where it's like, all right, this is dope and it's fun. But then you come across kits like this, where you're like, man, this is why I love the hobby. This is why I love doing this. This is why I love customizing. And this is why I love building. And this is why I love doing this and showing people. And I like, you know, it's for something for me to love, because you come across kits like this thing right here. This is the new standard for Dom. And I'm putting my stamp on that right now. I like the old Dom. I love the old Dom. But I'm in love with this Dom right here. This is what I want to see from every third-party company going forward. I want you guys to understand this right here is visual innovation. This is visual innovation right here. If you want people to take your company serious and not just look at you as a bootleg company, a knockoff company, or just the average third-party company that is just in the game because, you know, it's easy to grab a machine and start throwing out kits over in China, man. These guys right here, if their next kit is just as good as this one, Fat Cat has some competition, boy, because if they can get the articulation down for whatever they build next, and I really hope that these guys continue to build third-party kits and they keep innovating third-party kits, I think QianHui has the shot of becoming the best Gunpla building company of the year. If they put out another one this year and it is this quality for the price, I paid $48 for this thing pre-order. You know, I paid 48 bucks for this. And now it's on AliExpress a little bit more expensive now. I'll put up the price here pretty soon. But for what you're getting and for the quality of this, oh my gosh, worth it. The veneers are perfect. The hands, now the hands, okay, here's my little con right now. Besides the articulation, my biggest con are the fingers. I don't like these style of hands. I think fixed articulated hands are the best. But as far as that goes, that's my only con for this. But here's the kit in all of its glory, guys. The water slides. Look at those water slides. Look at them. Perfectly placed. Straight out of your brain. I mean, you can use the reference panel inside the book, but look at this thing. It's beautiful. It is artistic looking. It's easy to build. Who's this for? This is for everybody. This is for everybody. You want to challenge yourself and not feel overwhelmed? This is the kit for you. Look at this cannon. Look at this Rictum. Pick this kit up, guys. Go buy this kit. Look at this thing. This thing is I just can't stop staring at it. Build it with your kids. Build it with yourself. I'm gonna buy another one and I'm gonna LED and paint the shit out of this thing, man. Like, oh, this thing deserves an LED kit. I'm talking like if you guys are out there, Cosmos, if you ever come across this video, please buy this kit and make a LED kit for everyone to get. This kit deserves everything. This kit deserves to be painted perfectly. This kit deserves LED kits. This thing deserves to light up. I want to light the cannon up. I want to do all of the things to make this thing a 20 out of 20. It's a 10 out of 10 for me personally. It's a 10 out of 10. But if someone can come up with a nice LED kit and, you know, we get the guys in here who want to customize and paint like I do, and they really want to put their own stamp and mark on this already amazing kit, I encourage it, because this is peak master grade third party right here, guys. Fat Cat, man, you guys finally have some good competition. I mean, look at this guy next to I put the original. This is the original Dom here. I built him last year when I first started my Gunpla journey, so there's nub marks everywhere. I mean, go ahead. You guys can roast me in the comments, but you can see it's like an inch taller. It's slimmer. It's just amazing to look at. And man, if this is how 2026 is going already, we are about to eat good, guys. We are going to eat so good. 2025, the end of 2025, Q3, Q4, We saw the best of the best kits come out from last year. But we're right now in quarter 1. The month isn't even over yet. And this QianHui Rictum is literally the peak, guys, right now. 2026, amazing. So anyways, if you guys like the content, please subscribe. Let me know your feedback. This is the Everyday Gunpla, guys. Thank you and have a great day. Peace.